This video is going to help you utilize the Schoology conferencing tool. It's a video conference tool located inside of each of your courses. If you open up your Schoology course, scroll down the left-hand menu here and go down to Conferences, this is how you can schedule a video conference for your class. You can set these up by small group or the whole class, that's up to you. And you'll notice at the top that this is only going to be a conference I'm going to schedule for just Bell 1 students. You have to toggle between your 3 to schedule them for different classes of students. You probably found out in the spring it's much better to do conferences in smaller groups, and you can divide them into breakout rooms within this conferencing tool as well. I know you have a variety of tools available to you. I'm sharing this one with you because it's located within Schoology and it makes it a little more accessible for some students to get to. By creating a new conference, I schedule the name of it. We're just going to do a book summary chat this morning. We're going to start the date as adding the date here. And I'm also going to put the time in here. Once I've created the session, I do not have to do an end time, but you can if you want. Once I've created it, I can really start this conference whenever I want. Even though it says 10:30, I can start now. So this allows you a chance to practice this piece without students and getting used to some of the tools and things that are inside the Schoology conferences. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and start it now so you can see what that looks like. You'll notice we're popped out into a new tab. And it's going to ask me if I'd like to join by microphone or listening. Of course, students can listen only, but if you'd like for them to participate, you might need to give them a directive to please join with your microphone to make it more interactive, or please join listen only today if it's just you sharing some information with them or an update. Allow permission to use your audio tools. This will be speaking and you'll hear some echo, and you'll press yes if you hear the audio.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Now I've joined the audio conference and I want to show you a couple things on this page. This is a lot of information. This is open to show you, here's tutorial videos. There's other things mentioned here. You can dial in numbers, things like this that you can see. You can get rid of that to get it out of your way. And that's public chat is what we were just kind of looking at, this tab. You can also look at a shared notes document. I will tell you that private chatting between students has been turned off by default. You'd have to turn that back on again in order to interact with that. Most teachers prefer not to have that on. As the users join your course or during your conference, you have a wheel here for managing your users. And here's the things you can do. One thing I think is helpful is muting all users, mute all except the presenter, and then creating breakout rooms. So you have other options as well, but just pointing those out that those are associated with the users in this toggle. If I am recording and I want to save this recording for a later time, that's the first place you would go when you log into your conference before you get started, is to start the recording. That way it'll stay in your course. There are some parameters around how long it stays. I believe it was around a week. It will stay active for the students to be able to view this. In the beginning and the middle here, it's showing you some other tools and things you can use. You have some tools here with the hand tools. You have annotation, undo, you have clearing annotations, and then you have the multi-user whiteboard. By going to the next slide, it gives you this whiteboard that's open and available to you. So this is the tool that you can use to use some of these annotation tools and things you can draw and use this space. Again, this one takes you back here and talks to you about all of the things that you can have the potential to do within this conferencing tool. The bottom, and these are similar, you're going to see your microphone muting or on, leaving the audio. You have a video to share your webcam, and you have sharing your screen option in order to share your screen. And if you wanted to see everything that's on your window right now that you're sharing, you can share your screen with your students here too. I'm going to cancel that for now. And in the upper right, I would also point out you can make this full screen. There are additional settings here, and this is where you go to end the meeting at the end of the session. I'm going to be linking 2 documents. One is how to use the conferencing tool, which is what we just did. We have the ability to create a conference, which I kind of took you through that. So I'm going to post this information as well as the tutorial videos that are for the big blue button, which was that conferencing tool inside of Schoology. And there's a video for every little piece here. Shows you how to pan and zoom, how to do shared notes, how to share a YouTube video throughout. There's different things that you can do here with the tool. So I want to share, I'll link both of those in a document for you. And then I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording for now. So I'm going to end my meeting and disconnect everyone. And you can give some feedback here. So that conference, you can see, was in progress. I can end it here. And then if it's recorded, it'll show that the date and time when it was previously recorded. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. It disappears because I did not record that session. So, and you can see completed sessions here. I did a couple this morning just to practice and do some things. And then here's where they'll find the recordings. So you might have to tell students active what's happening or what's scheduled. And then once they're in the past, you can see them showing up here as completed. And I think you can delete them after a while. But again, there's a guide that tells you more information to those, and I'll post those as well. So Schoology Conferences tool, I think, is beneficial to you because your students would already be connected into it and already grouped by bell or by the section. So it's a way to get them going, especially more important as we go, and if we go remote at some point this year. I just want you to have the tools and things available to you that work best and work best together.